Hello YouTubers, this is Farrington Empire and welcome to Rust. This is a fantastic little survival game here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to survive your first day. So here we are, we've loaded into a Rust server. I typically find that if you're getting started out, find a server with few people in it. And then the first things first, you're going to need to start gathering wood. As you can see, I have my hand stone here in front of me. The hand stone is going to be your first tool. You're spawned with it. You have it since the time that you start the game. And you're going to use it to gather. You're going to use it to kill the first few things that you need to kill. But the first things you're going to want to look for are wood spawns. We've got one right up here in front of us. This will give you 7 wood every single time you hit it. This is going to be a great start. You're going to need to gather enough wood to make a small shelter, a wooden door, and personally I also think it's smart to grab enough wood to make a storage chest. So you have that. Stones are also really important. You'll be able to make a stone hatchet. So what you can do here, smack this rock here, ore, stones, sulfur ore, stones, need more stones. I think you need 5 stone to make a hatchet. So in order to access your crafting menu, hit tab to open up your inventory, and then over here on the right hand side we can find, let's see here, stone hatchet. Yes, I need 5 stones. I nearly have enough, but not quite yet. I also need a little bit more wood in order to be able to make everything that I need. So the best thing you can do is find wood spawns, is what those are called. Because they spawn, they randomly generate throughout the universe there. Your other best friend are going to be these little guys, these little boars here. Seeing as you cannot swing your rock and run, you can run to catch up with him, and then walk forward in order to hit him and kill him. These guys are pretty easy to kill. A few more. There he goes. Now then, once again, just use your stone to harvest everything from him. So you'll get raw chicken, some animal fat. You should be able to get some cloth as well. That's going to become really handy so you can make your first sleeping bag. So, just keep going till he's gone. One more, maybe. There you go. So, you're going to want to look for hogs, boars, basically, and wood spawn. So, just take a gander around. Here's a rabbit. Rabbits will give you cloth and chicken breast. If you're lucky enough to find those running around, they're easy to kill, they're slower. It's good for a beginner, and it's an appropriate animal to kill with your stone here. Okay, so we need more wood, and we're going to have to make a camp soon. So we'll just do a quick check for any more wood spawn that's going to be near us. I don't want to venture too far and have to tangle with a bear. It's the big things you want to try to avoid. Bears and wolves at this point are going to be really dangerous for you to bump into. We also need more stone, so we need to find some stone spawn. But I'll grab some wood in the meantime. You know what? I need stone more than I need that because we need to be able to make a hatchet. Okay, there's stone over here. Keep your eyes peeled for any predators. This includes other people on the server. A lot of the times they will like to target noobs. If you're new to the server, you're an easy target. There's people who just like to farm bandages from you. Some people who just like to kill, people who spawn just to be assholes. So, I mean, it gets annoying, but, you know, you keep after it, you keep spawning back in. Don't get discouraged. It's online gaming at its finest, you know. So that's a wolf right there. So let's turn around. There's a wood spawn over there too. Poopy. Okay, so there's another player in the game. In order to use your microphone in order to talk to these guys, you can just hold down V. We'll find out if this guy is going to try and kill us. What's going on, brother? Alright. I don't think he's going to try and kill us, but he might. So, just watch your back. Okay. Yeah, meeting another player can be nerve-wracking. It can be a lot of fun. When I joined this server, there was nobody else on it. And that's why I decided to do this, because I knew I could do first 24 hours without getting killed by other players, just being jerks. But, as always, that's never guaranteed. Okay, so our food's getting low. So what we need to do is make camp and start cooking the chicken breast that we have. Now, I need more wood than I currently have. So I'm going to do this. Gonna gather this tree. It'll tell you when there's no more wood left. I was using that glitch to look for the other guy on this server. If you want to type a message to everybody that everyone can see you, just hit enter and you could respond back. Some players don't have microphones, so they can't hear you. I have mine patched into my recording microphone. So all I have to do is hit V, and then the microphone that I'm speaking into picks up my voice, and you can hear it. That's the hold to chat button. Okay, so when making your first base, you want to pick someplace that's nice and secluded. I like to go up in the mountains, personally. But then again, if you're not the first person on a server, you will also not be the first person who had that idea. So keep that in mind when you're running up a rock face, that you may come across some other players who have already made a nice big house up there that's impenetrable, that's got a couple guys guarding it, guns, all that sorts of stuff. Just, you know, they'll have fortifications. So be wary, be smart when you're crafting your first place. I like to get up nice and high and then find a flat spot if it's available. And this looks like right over here. Like this might suffice nicely. I'll be able to have a good view of my surroundings. I don't see any irradiated areas. Either way, that's not important right now. What's important is that we get set up and we get our first house made. So, what I want to do... Okay. Now, a small shelter will be level with everything around it. So, you want it to be on level ground. Okay, so it looks like our server's starting to fill up. Looks like we're starting to get more people joining. So we want to be aware of our surroundings. It looks like we have a gentleman by the name of Coast Guard who is killing new spawns. So, open up your crafting menu. First thing you want to do, make a wood shelter. First and foremost, crafting takes a little bit of time. So you just need to be aware of that. You cannot run when you are crafting. So you just need to wait it out here. We're just about ready. Alrighty, and so now we have a wood shelter. While we're placing that, I'm going to craft a wooden door. I also do not have enough for... I don't have enough to make a storage chest quite yet. So... Okay, let's set that there. It's going to be a little exposed to any players from this direction who may happen upon me. So that's something that we need to be aware of. Okay. So then in our crafting inventory we should have our door. The door is placed the same way. You just select it in your inventory. It'll turn green when you can place it. Slap her down. Open it with E. Then you get your new place. So now, while we're inside, we can create our sleeping bag. I need 15 cloth for that, and I don't quite have enough. That's okay. What I will do is create a campfire. So we need to go farming for some wood. And we need to make a hatchet. That's going to make gathering a lot faster. So you may not have... It's getting your campfire and getting your sleeping bag, which are going to be the two main things that you need to do. Ending your hunger and getting you protected and setting your spawn point. So I'm going to set my campfire right here. In order to open it up, just hold E when you're looking at it. Split your chicken up, I've heard. And it cooks faster and only uses a little bit more of the resource. So they're right there. Okay. So I hear a plane. That tells me we have about 50 people on this server now. I think that's what that means. Okay. So I can start this up. That is now cooking my chicken. Alrighty. Now I can hit tab again, select crafting up here, and let's look and make our stone hatchet. Now I need 10 wood for that. So, this light in here will be visible to other players. So just know that when you're running around and gathering stuff, if it gets too dark, other players will be able to see that, and you will become a target. So the higher up you can get, the better. As you can see, I also have a couple status effects, i.e. I'm cold. That's because I am naked. Once you get more clothing and so forth that you can wear, that will help you from becoming cold. Okay. Which one do I have? 9 and 10. Stone hatchet. Boom. Let's make that. The sooner we get it, the better. We can harvest wood faster with it. We can get cloth better with it, faster with it, and we can kill animals faster with a hatchet. So, once again, keep your eyes peeled for any other characters, any other players. You can see my house is just right up in this little gully there. It's got a good amount of protection. Excellent. And now you have your hatchet. You can announce that you're friendly to other people on the server if you'd like to. Sometimes, excuse me, sometimes that makes you a target because other players know that you will not shoot first. They can get nice and close to you before they try to shoot you and take all your stuff. So just know, everything is kind of a risk, everything is kind of a gamble. So while you're chopping, I like to go around the trees here. Keep an eye out for other players. In case they try to smack me or something. Okay. So this is a mad dash to collect some wood. I don't know if I'm going to be able to create a sleeping bag tonight. Of course, there's a boar nearby. If a boar shows up, then fantastic. We'll be able to make our sleeping bag. I don't believe I've harvested this one yet. Okay, how much would I have? 37. Okay. Let's get a high up vantage point here. Look for a boar. If there's one nearby, great. Or if there's a stone spawn anywhere nearby, great. If not, we can just head back up to our little shack and make camp for the night. Not really seeing anything, and the sun is going down. So, yeah, let's call it for tonight. It's good practice to remember how you got to where you are. That's my place up there. You could see the campfire. That glitches through the walls initially. You know, it's not perfect, but it does okay. On the way back up to the house, I'm going to grab some more wood. You can never have too much wood. It's good for your fire, and it's good for everything else, so always gather wood if you can. My hunger's getting low, but I know I have chicken waiting back at the camp, so that's a good thing to have. Watch and listen for other players at all times. I know there's not many on this server, but it's just a good practice to get into early on. Always watch your back. And I have to find a way to get back up into these rocks here. There we go. Jump up on top of this hill here. Need to make it quick because I'm running out of food. My hunger is getting quite high. The good news is I'm just straight ahead over here. Oh, that's my house right there. No. There we go. Made it. Okay. Come on inside of the house. Shut that. Open up the inventory here. Look at all that cooked chicken. Yome, yome. So, for cooked chicken, you use it when you press 4. So I just press 4 a couple of times here. Raise my calorie. Food is done by calories. So as you move and as you do things, you are burning calories. So open up crafting here. Do a wood storage box. That's going to be your best friend here. This is where you're going to want to put all the things that you gather when you're out, i.e. stones, great. And any good loot that you come across out in the world, you're going to want to toss in there. It's going to take some finagling. You got to wiggle things around in order for everything to fit appropriately in your house, you know. So just know that. Bloop. Oh, and we have 15 charcoal. Charcoal's good to hang on to, as it will make gunpowder later. So that's always a good thing. Once you get some sulfur. Okay, I'll put my cloth in here as well. And let's also put my chicken breast in here for safekeeping. The reason you want to put a door on your shelter is only you can open up that door. So that's also good to have when you are camping out for the night, because you can log off, you can save, you can do whatever you want to do, and then when you come back, you'll still have all your junk inside your hut. Unless, of course, someone wants to hack down the door, which takes 200 strikes with a hatchet, and it's kind of impractical. Someone's got to be pretty desperate to sit there and hack away at your camp all night until they can get inside. So, okay, I can make arrows, but I can't make my hunting bow quite yet because I need a bunch of cloth. Need 15 cloth for that as well. Okay. So for the first night, I mean, the whole point of this is just to kind of wait it out. We're all set. We've got chicken. We've got all sorts of other things. Nighttime is not a good time to hunt. Nighttime is not a good time to go exploring. You can get lost. You can also, when you have your torch out, you are a beacon in the night screaming, "Kill me." Every other player on the server will either shoot you with a bow, or just hunt you down and kill you to death with their hatchet, purely because you're an easy target and you might be carrying loot because you're out and about at night. So it's a good idea to make sure that you protect yourself then. Limit how much you burn your fire at night, because other players can see you. Also, when you're low on wood, such as we are, it's a good idea to conserve that. So it's nice, your calories go down slower when your fire is lit and when you're warm and comfortable. But another way to alleviate that is to start killing animals and make sure that you get yourself lots of cloth. So you can start making yourself some clothes so that you can insulate your character and make sure that he's warm. Once you've done that, then your caloric intake will go down slower, and even slower when you're in front of a fire. So all these things compound. But either way, this is your first 24 hours. We're all set. The next stage is starting to craft things like your bedroll and your clothing. So for the time being, I am going to wrap this one up here. I'll keep it relatively short. Welcome to Rust. I've had a chance to play this game quite a bit on another server, and I really like it. So I'm going to turn this into a bit of a let's play on this server. Hopefully it stays up for a bit. And if not, then we get to start all over again, which is also kind of fun. So stay tuned for more episodes, and as always, I will see you the next time around in Rust Part 2. Advanced, what are we going to call it? Surviving your first 24 hours is this one. Next one will be Rust Part 2, Advanced Crafting. There you go. So, yeah, we'll see you then. You guys take it easy. We'll see you next time.